Howdy. I'm pretty much give out for the day. I I put my I, I put my effort into it for the day. I did go down there with a hoe and try to rake some of the gravel into the hoe. My mom came out there and she helped me a little bit, and then she was like, she had enough of it, and so she called my Uncle Joe. It's her uncle too. It's like a second, third, whatever. It's family, some way down the line. Anyways, it's not easy pushing gravel. But anyways, to those that are working hard or, basically kaput from going in this world, this is what helps me, with leg swelling, foot pain, is I put on socks with elastic, not not diabetic socks, but just socks with, a good stretchy tight grip. And of course, they're good fitted socks. They're not tight, they don't cut off the blood circulation. I don't recommend the medical socks because they do cut off circulation to your foot. But these you can wear, all night long or whatever. Unless you have complete swelling where it just gets huge. And in that case, that's water retention. That's from, basically having a bad heart, And, the body can be healed, and I call to the spirit and just heal me. But, I still get down, and it's been a hard go of things. Like, just probably the last couple months have been, really trying and pushing, persevering. My garden is the biggest thing right now. And of course, I don't do well in the heat or this, and it's just been humid and hot, and I'm trying to push through it so that way I can tend to my plants the way they need to be tended to. I don't want them frying up in the sun. I wouldn't want to be transplanted somewhere and then fry up in the sun. So I'm doing my best to put a shade about them. Look, plants are just like humans. Everything that has life in it, animal, plant, insect, whatever, it falls under the same guidelines. Some, beings can survive heat or cold because their body is just, adapted to that, and over time, they've evolved. That's what happens. They evolve, they level up so they can handle, those extreme temperatures. But you must recognize that all creatures around you are alive and they feel what you do. So if you stood outside in the heat all damn day, you would start to wither. A lot of people are like, I don't know what happened to my garden. I do. You got to water it and tend to it, and you got to give it shade. It's got to have breaks, and so does the human body. And I say that to those out there that are killing themselves for a little bit of money. Stop. I know what you do. I've done manual labor. I've day labor where you're busting your ass, sweating your ass off. Your body is going to break down. You're going to dehydrate. The money's not worth it. It's not. I just do what I do. I grow every day. I don't worry about what I'm going to eat. I don't worry about what I'm going to wear. And I've got plenty, and it comes, it just comes. The spirits take care of me, and, I'm not going to worry about it. However, I'm going to get up and do my best. I want to grow food. Of course, I would love to be in a big garden with it just naturally growing around me. I'm waiting for that day. But until then, I'm going to get out and work every day. I love, seeing into heaven and, dreaming and seeing the wonderfulness of it and, being awakened to what bliss heaven is, just the wonderfulness. There's nothing fighting against each other, so the weather's not going to be extreme. It's just pleasant. that's that's heaven. Anyways, but I know that within the last couple months, I really, had trouble. It just seems like every time I get to feeling better, it just knocks me off my feet, and then I'll get up and get to feeling better, and then it's like, and it's just, I don't give up or get discouraged because I'm like, whoop, I feel better, and it's like, and I'm like, and then I'm like, so it's over and over again, but that's okay, it is what it is. I'm not gonna, cry about it or play victim about it. It's just, I'll pop up and go when I need to go. I was like, oh, do I feel good? Okay, let's do this. And then, of course, when I start feeling bad, I'm like, shh. Of course, lately, that scorpion sting really kind of, of course, when something stings you, it's going to send venom that's going to debilitate you. It's going to put you offline. I don't know why it affected me the most, but it did. It's like I was, like a little animal that got stung or something, and I'm like, it's definitely something. That's why I kill those motherfuckers whenever I see them close to my house, because they're assholes. And and I say to all creatures out there, I was like, I'm not going to put my faith or trust in it, because I've had the spirits come to me and they're like, you can walk in peace and blah blah. That's a fucking lie. I've tried, and there's always something that tries to come sting and bite me and stuff like that. It's just all assholes out there. So that's why I say, don't put your faith or trust in anybody, but just do your best, and treat your body good, because it goes through so fucking much. Man, that's one thing I focus on is myself. Not in a self-centered way, because I'm always thinking of others. It's just I think of myself now in my self-care and preservation, and giving myself rest and being lenient, not so hard on myself, not hating on myself. It took some time, but I beat myself up a lot of my life. There might have been times I didn't, but I beat myself up pretty good. But I can't cry over that. All I can do is say, I'm repentive of that, and I try better. And I encourage y'all out there to do the same. If you're having pain, or you need to pay attention to your body, because most that I see are in pain. I can see it in their eyes, their face, their body. I can see it all over, and for some reason they don't feel it. And I'm like, and I try to make them aware of it, and I don't think they like that. Well, too bad, because I don't like to see suffering, and if I have to make them mentally aware, or I have to awaken their heart to be for themselves, I will. And how do you awaken somebody to be for themselves is you be good to them, and you give them health instruction. That's what's good for their body. What's good to eat. That's be of the body. So awaken to the body. Be for the body. Because it houses the mind, the spirit, the heart. It helps you grow in soul. So I ask, be of the body. Recognize yourself.